Hello, in this example we're going to graph an absolute value function, and the function is f of x equals 2 times the absolute value of x minus 3 plus 1. So if we're going to begin here, and we're going to take x values that are centered around 3. Okay, now it says x minus 3, but that means we're going to take x values close to 3. Sorry, this is jumping around on me a little bit. So take x values, or use x values that are close to 3, and it's positive 3. If we have a minus in here, x minus 3, then we're going to use values that are close to positive 3. And similarly, if we had a plus inside the absolute value signs, we would use the minus out here. So let's begin, and let's draw our table. So the table is going to have 2 columns. It's going to have a column for x and a column for f of x. Okay, and f of x is equal to 2 times the absolute value of x minus 3 plus 1. And we're going to take values around 3. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the values that we're going to pick. Now, what we'll do, and you'll have to excuse me for clearing my throat so often, what we're going to do, we're going to substitute in each x value into the absolute value sign. And that's going to give us 2 times the absolute value of 1 minus 3 plus 1. Okay, well, let's work out what's inside the absolute value. Parentheses or brackets first, so that's going to be 2 times 1 minus 3 is minus 2. 2 times the absolute value of minus 2 plus 1. Well, the absolute value of minus 2 is 2, so it's 2 times 2 plus 1, which is equal to 5. So that's our first point. The x was 1, and the f of x, or the y, is 5. Now we're just going to repeat that process with these different x values. So the next x value is 2, so let's plug 2 in where we had x originally. So it's going to be 2 times the absolute value of 2 minus 3 plus 1. Work out the absolute value piece inside the parentheses first. Yeah, it's going to be 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Okay, well, the absolute value of minus 1 is just 1. And if we work that out, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So our second point is 2, 3. Okay, and we'll keep going. Now we're going to substitute in 3 for x. So we're going to have 2 times, there was an x next, so now it's 3 minus 3. And I suppose, strictly speaking, we should be putting this number in parentheses. But seeing as this x is on its own, it's not multiplied, we're going to get away with it here. So, 3 minus 3 is 0, so 2 times the absolute value of 0 plus 1. Well, the absolute value of 0 is just 0, so 2 times 0 plus 1. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1, so this is the point 3, 1. Okay, next line, and now x is 4, so wherever we had the x originally, we're going to put in 4. So we're looking now at 2 times the absolute value. 4 minus 3 is 1 plus 1. Well, the absolute value of 1 is 1. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So that's the point 2, 3. And then finally, the last point that we need to look at, replace x with 5 this time. And you're going to have 2 times the absolute value of 2 plus 1. The absolute value of 2 is 2. So it's 2 times 2 plus 1, which is 5. And that means we have the point 5, 5. Okay, so let's start plotting these points. And I made a mistake here in the 4th line. What I want here was the point 4, 3. Okay, so the points we're going to graph are 1, 5, 2, 3, 3, 1, 4, 3, 5, 5. So, first point was 1, 5, over to 1 and up to 5. The second point was 2, 3, and then 3, 1. So over to 2 and up to 3. And then 3, 1, over to 3 and up to 1. And then if we look again, the last 2 points were 4, 3 and 5, 5. So 4, 3 over to 4 and up to 3 and 5, 5, which is up here. Okay, now you can see that typical V shape, which is the characteristic shape of an absolute value function. And the apex of it is here at the point 3, 1. Okay, so just draw in that V shape, and we can extend it on at the top. And it's symmetrical, so we draw it as carefully as we can. Again, on paper you'd be drawing this with a ruler, and I could use the line tool to draw it here, but that's the function. Okay, so it's a pretty doable exercise graphing absolute value functions. You just have to be careful and look for that V shape. If you don't have the V shape, then something's gone wrong and you need to go back and check your calculations. Okay, hopefully this seemed okay to you. Good luck with your problems.